Hi, I want to share a little story with you about something that happened to me, and not because I think that it's going to happen to a lot of people, but because I think it really demonstrates the power of analyzing what your problem is and how to fix it. So my story starts with high blood sugar. We've been talking the last couple weeks about insulin resistance and things like that, and it got me thinking that I really need to share this story. So what I noticed is I ran my labs about a year ago and looked at my blood sugar handling, and my fasting blood sugar and my hemoglobin A1C, which are markers of your blood glucose at a snapshot in time and over a period of 3 months average is what your hemoglobin A1C is. And I noticed those numbers were higher than I think is good, and that's not where I wanted them to be. And I also ran insulin and looked at that, and my insulin levels were really good, meaning that my pancreas isn't having a huge demand to secrete insulin. So it didn't make sense to me. And I started thinking, okay, I just need to be more diligent about my diet. I need to, you know, be more focused on low carb and low glycemic foods and things like that, which I was already doing because I try very hard to practice what I preach, because the things that I tell my clients are the things that I'm doing and I've seen them work. But I can't go around telling people they need to be a certain way and then I'm not doing those things. So I'm on this journey too, right? And so I just thought I just need lower carbohydrate, more exercise, all of those things that you think. And I even bought a blood glucose meter to stick my finger and wake up and do it. And so I'm doing all those things. I'm working out harder. I'm eating a pretty low carbohydrate diet. About 25% of my calories come from carbohydrates, or say 100 grams of carbs a day, in that neighborhood. And I noticed not only was it not getting better, it's getting worse. And when I say it was high, it was like pre-diabetic levels. I'd wake up and my blood sugar would be 110, 108. And that was consistent. And I thought, what is going on? Something has got to give. And so I was doing a little bit of soul searching of what can I do? Because I didn't feel like there was anything I needed to do different with my diet. I was exercising like a good little girl was supposed to do. And then I started talking to my husband, who is got a brilliant mind around exercise physiology. And he went, "You're just overtrained." I've been a long time runner. I've run lots of marathons, ultra marathons, and I am really bad about taking off time to recover. And he said, your body has never recovered from that season of your life. And I don't run like that now. I will run an occasional half marathon or something like that, but I'm not running at that level anymore. But still, I had just never taken the time to recover. And so he said, you need a week, and you need to just sit on your booty and do nothing for a week. And I'll be darned, I did it. And no exercise, which just about killed me, because I'm a very type A. I like to move my body. I wanted to be working out, right? And you know what I noticed? My fasting blood sugar was into the 80s. It took about 4 or 5 days for this to kick in. And then I even ran a 10K I had one already scheduled, and like a week into this experiment. No problem. But I just ran. I didn't push myself. I just went out and ran. It was a trail run, and I can just have fun. And I wasn't running hard. I was just running what was an easy pace for me. Felt great. Blood sugar great. Doing great. And then about 10 days into this experiment, I decided to push it. And I thought, I'm going to go run some intervals. And I'm going to run really hard. And I did it. And guess what? My blood sugar took off again. And it's going through seasons of, if I push it too hard, my blood sugar goes up. And so then I earned myself some more recovery time. And I can see I'm about 3 days into the second wave of recovery, and I can see it coming down again. And you might think, what in the world? Your blood sugar should go down when you exercise. In most people, if they're healthy and they're not overtrained, that is the proper response. But what was happening to me is, because I had failed to listen to my body and recover for years and years and years, the amount of exercise that I was doing, the hard, intense stuff, is producing a stress response in my body. It elevates cortisol, your glucose goes up. So that's just a really important lesson to me in looking and understanding what is going on in a person's body. I'm not thinking that there's a ton of people that are going to listen to this video and think, oh, that's my problem. Although there are some of you out there, if you are an overtraining junkie, message me or something and I will give you a pep talk on the benefits of recovery, because it has to be done. But what I really wanted to share with you, why I shared that story, is because if I would have not known what I know about physiology and really dug in and put on my thinking cap, it would have been so easy for me to go, well, I'm just pre-diabetic. And at some point, if I didn't fix that, could I have crossed the line in diabetes? And then they're giving me insulin and stuff like that. If I wasn't a healthcare practitioner that knew like better than all that to dig in and find the root cause. And I just wonder how many people are running around with something like that going on, where they're just like, this is not driving, and they need help. I see those people all day long in my practice. They're not happy with the, here just, the obvious stuff of here, this lab is out of range, take this medication. So, it's just an invitation to do a little soul searching on what's your story? Where do you need a little bit of help digging in and looking into this? So I hope that encouraged you, and it's just a little bit of vulnerability and transparency on my side, because I should not have that blood sugar. Like, that is, when I say I was in the pre-diabetic range, I am not kidding. Like, I just could not figure out what's going on. So anyway, hope this is inspiring to you. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.